Intended audience is 13 and up. Hey guys, this is my cat. His name is Ash, and he likes Beyblade. A lot of times when I'm filming, he'll swat at them and ruin the battles, and I'll have to film them about 20 times because he wants to play with them. So today, I'm gonna build him his own Beyblade. So a while back, I was buying a bunch of these bit chip random boosters looking for the Galax bit chip, which is the only way to obtain it, which I did get, and I'll be making a video on. But there's a ton of other bit beasts that you can get in here, and one of them is remarkably similar to my cat. So we're gonna be using it for a custom Ash combo, Kids Drigger, which I believe premiered in the second Game Boy Color game. In the game, you could start as a kid's version of the Four Saints bit beasts and then evolve them up into their higher forms. So initially I thought about throwing it on a Drigger, but I thought it would be too predictable. So instead we're gonna go with Flash Leopard. We're also gonna go with 10 heavy for the weight disc. I thought about using 10 wide, but I didn't end up doing it. And for the blade base, we're gonna go for an attack combo. So we're gonna use Seaborg 1. And we're gonna go in left spin, so we're gonna use the spin gear from Dragoon V. So these are all the parts that we need for our combo. I wish I had a gray version of Flash Leopard 2. Eventually I'd like to get one of those so it's all color coordinated, but this is everything. So we've got our bit chip, Panther head for our attack ring, and metal weight Neo left spin gear. The metal weight spin gears do weigh more than the regular spin gears by almost a gram. It's not the heaviest spin gear, but it's one of the heavier ones for sure. And then for our blade base, we're using Defense Grip Base, which is normally a rubber sharp, but you can pop out the tip and invert it for an attack type. And this is tournament legal. So now we're all set up to put everything together. We'll pop in the spin gear and the weight disc, and then our attack ring, and then the last piece is going to be our bit chip. And here's our final combo. I think it looks pretty sick, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments. So now with it all put together, all we got to do is get an approval from Ash. And of course, he's got to inspect the bottom half to make sure we're using attack type because he likes the zoomies. So let's go ahead and throw it up against some Beyblades, guys. Throwing it up against a defense combo first. So this combo is also on the Seaborg base, but without the tip inverted, so it functions as a rubber sharp, and it's a pretty good combo. So our Ash combo doesn't do amazing. Next up, we've got Dronzer V2, Kai's Beyblade from V-Force. So I've come up with Ash's signature move, and it's going to be called the Ash Flash. Ash Flash, get it? But yeah, so Ash kicks Dronzer's Ash. Next up is Drasil V2, Max's Beyblade from V-Force. I feel like Max is kind of an underrated character in the show. He's kind of like the Hikaru of the Plastic Gen. He has a hard time winning. So Ash actually knocks him out there, and he rebounds back off of the wall. So technically it's a point for Ash, but, you know, he wins anyway, so whatever. Next up, we've got Burning Kirby, Zio's Beyblade from V-Force. Kirbyus tries to hold him back here, but Ash hits him with the Ash Flash. Next up is Seaborg 2, Spencer's Beyblade. So the match between Spencer and Tyson in Season 1 is one of my favorite matches in all of Plastic Gen. I love like the little diorama stadium. It's a really cool episode. You guys should definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. But Ash manages to squeeze by with a victory here. Next up is Gaia Dragoon V, Daichi's Beyblade. So Gaia Dragoon V has a metal flat tip on the base. It's really good. A lot of double KOs in this matchup. Next up is Spike Lizard, Hikaru's Beyblade, who was actually really hard to find a picture of. I actually had to take a picture out of one of the volumes of the manga because there's just not a lot of pictures of him, I guess. So he trained with Daichi for a while, and yeah, it's kind of a pretty interesting little arc during the manga. I don't think he showed up in the anime. Pretty cool KO here by Spike Lizard. Next up, we've got Drigger V, Ray's first Beyblade in V-Force. And for the final battle, we have Drigger V2, Ray's second Beyblade in V-Force, and arguably one of the best stock Beyblades you can buy. The Ash combo putting in work against Drigger V2. It does have a bit of a weight advantage, although for the most part Plastic Gen is pretty well balanced as far as power scaling. And Ash smacking Drigger out for that last point. Let me know what you think of this combo, guys. Give Ash some love. Leave a like and a comment for him. I'll read them to him tonight when I'm rubbing his tummy, so subscribe.